Hello and welcome to our very first Downsizing weekly update for September. First up, a national campaign has been launched to convince 3 state governments across Australia to adopt new construction standards for accessible housing. The Building Better Homes campaign is encouraging Australians to write to the governments of New South Wales, South Australia and Western Australia. These breakaway governments have refused to adopt national reforms to change Australia's building codes to make it easier for older and disabled Australians to access and move around their homes. We spoke to Serena Ovens from the Physical Disability Council of New South Wales about the campaign.
So the campaign is asking anybody in Australia that thinks this is an issue to reach out to their state or territory minister, even the premiers if they wish to, and tell them why it's important that they too accept the guidelines and put this mandatory regulation in place.
The reforms are opposed by the Property Council of Australia, which says that they will unnecessarily impose additional costs to many home buyers. Separately this week, developers in Queensland are continuing to shake off the lockdown blues by starting construction on retirement living projects. Palm Lake Resorts conducted a sod-turning ceremony on its new 320-site community at Pelican Waters on the Sunshine Coast. The community will be built alongside a Greg Norman-designed golf course. Also in Queensland, RetireAustralia turned the first sod on its new Green Tarragindi retirement village in Brisbane, which will be home to Australia's newest championship quality bowling green. Meanwhile, Ryman Healthcare has launched a revised development proposal which seeks to renovate and build around an opulent but rather tired 42-room mansion located at Victoria's Mornington Peninsula. The 130-year-old Moonda mansion was once owned by aviator and businessman Sir Reginald Ansett and sits on 8.9 hectares with a sweeping sea view. In other news, you may be interested to know that during the week, the Australian Bureau of Statistics named the oldest and youngest localities across the nation. The oldest locality, well, it's the sleepy coastal hamlets of Tea Gardens and Hawk's Nest on the New South Wales mid-north coast, where the median age is 63. And the youngest place in Australia is Acton in Canberra, which is mainly home to university students and has a median age of just 23. Finally this week, while filming our 3rd series of regional TV in Brisbane, I had the pleasure of visiting a very special new development by Lend-Lease, Burnborough in Ascot. If you have horse racing in your blood and you're thinking of a move to a subtropical location that has lots to offer the racing enthusiast, then this community is definitely the one for you. That's all for this week. I'm Bruce Amazan. Stay safe wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you next week.